on in, come on in.
Judge me, I understand I'm doing too much. How can you love me? I'll be just fine. Give me time to unwind and I'll find me. Yeah. I don't do sorry. In love we go blindly. Don't lie me. Just stay here beside me. I can't focus. Not myself, I need help. I'm surprised you don't notice. Time to heal, I need you, you need me. We're so hopeless. When shit gets real, I don't feel, just go numb in slow motion. But you got that bullshit. You're something like my first high. Something like my first high. Something like my first high. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. We're so fragile. I'm on eggshells. It feels like I'm walking.
Hey, how are y'all doing this grand afternoon? It's not really the rising, but I appreciate y'all giving me your time and energy anyhow. Before I go out and handle my business, I had some things on my brain that I felt that I should share. So yeah, I'm going to put my disclaimer out there. You know what I do. I bring truth. And I do my best not to offend, but you know, as they say, the truth hurts. So I have two things that I want to tackle all at once. And it definitely has to do with Turkey Day. And it also has to do with 2020. You know, 2020 has been the year where everything has been exposed. So if your relationship, your job, you know what I'm saying, the persona that you put on, you know what I'm saying, throughout the year, whatever it is that you faking the funk about, 2020 done blew that shit all the way up. So what I've been seeing is, you know, people truly showing their colors, whether they knew it was their colors or not. So when it comes down to this Thanksgiving thing, again, I tell y'all, everybody, you have the right to do what it is that you want to do. It is your life. It is your journey. But I do see some people that are being disgruntled about those of us who choose to educate others and who are in their feelings about those who continue to celebrate this holiday, especially to those who consider themselves conscious. Okay, so again, what you do in your household don't bother me. But what I will say is, you know what I mean, I am a descendant of Native Americans, for those who feel like, you know, folks are going overboard with that. Let me give you a scenario and tell me how you would feel. How would you feel if somebody came, if a group of people came into your community and you and your family helped them, found them on the streets? You know what I'm saying? They couldn't feed themselves. They couldn't clothe themselves. And had you not helped them, they would have surely died. And you extended your hand. You extended your home. You extended your knowledge on how to do certain things. And then once these individuals learned how to stand on their own 2 feet, They got together and slaughtered you. How would you feel about that? Killed your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, nieces, nephews, slaughtered your whole entire family. And then had the audacity to build a whole holiday where they celebrate in gratitude. How would you feel about that? Because that's exactly what Thanksgiving is. I don't care, you and your mama and grandma and grandpa. I don't care that that's your tradition. You think that's your tradition. I don't care what you've been taught your whole 50, 40, 30 years of life. That is a historical fact. They even had the audacity to teach you that in school. They didn't even hide that. So again, break your bread, eat your turkey, and eat your macaroni and cheese. But don't you dare get upset with people like me who are not going to partake in celebrating the slaughter of human beings. See, y'all in this fantasy world, y'all watching commercials and the fall leaves and all the bullshit that they put on television. But that is the origin of Thanksgiving. So if you're thankful that they murdered my ancestors, like, it's just crazy, the cognitive dissonance that exists in 2020. And the crazier part about this, the stuff that I'm seeing and I'm hearing is coming from people who consider themselves conscious. This is why I don't like labels. Because if you have any type of consciousness, there's no way you would feel no type of way about some of us being aggressive about how we feel about that. Let me tell you something else about Thanksgiving. All of y'all about to buy all this food. You mad at us for feeling some type of way. But I thought y'all was scared of coronavirus. I thought y'all was scared of COVID. Macaroni and cheese, collard greens, ham, cornbread, all that shit you about to eat is the breeding ground for cancer. I just found out that somebody in my height that I went to high school with just lost that battle. So you upset because we're telling you the truth. You need to have several seats. You are inviting the very environment for coronavirus. You about to sit there with your whole family and put yourselves at risk. Because of taste. Because of a fake ass tradition that does not belong to you. People have been dying. And this is what kills me about folk. Y'all talk about how y'all scared. Y'all get upset with folks like me who was telling you to, change your diet. You get upset because I pick and choose where I want to use a mask and all this other jazz because I'm healthy. Because you refuse to love yourself enough. Love your family enough to stop eating shit that's killing you. We grown out here. So when I hear people fuck cancer and fuck this and fuck that and fuck this and fuck that because one of your family members just passed, because your homeboy just passed. And then you got people like me who are giving you the blueprint or how not to be like that, how to switch that up, and you get an attitude and you get upset. And then you get offended because we don't have any sympathy because you were warned, you were told. Don't get upset with us because we care more about you than you do. I want you to really think about that. You are willing to risk your life, your children's life, your parents' life so you can eat something. Think about that. So you can taste some cheese, so you can taste some ribs. You're willing to die to eat a plate that's going to last 10 minutes. You take you 10 minutes to eat a plate of food. You're willing to risk your entire life to eat that. Think about that. You know how insane that is? Because you can't give up your poke. You're willing to die, but you won't blame cancer. You want to blame these diseases, but you got to blame yourself because disease is developed. You weren't born with diseases. So it's what you're doing is that's causing these diseases to come. Diseases are not hereditary. Get that out your mind. If you got the same disease that your mama got and your mama got that from your grandma, it's because y'all eating the same fucked up shit. Period. If you eating pork chops and she eating pork chops and he eating pork chops, y'all all gonna get the same shit. Don't you know that's where all these pre-existing conditions come from, people? That's why you have hypertension and diabetes. These are all the black diseases. Don't y'all get that? And it's because we all eat the same bullshit. Period. Get mad if you want to. But this is your life. How important is it? You say it's important. I'm living my best life. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm blessed. And God is doing this and this, that, and the third for you. But you're willing to die to eat something one day out of the year. That shit's insane. Y'all been addicted to cheese since I was in kindergarten. My mother made me scrambled cheese eggs and cheese hash browns with a mountain of ketchup every day from kindergarten all the way up to the 3rd grade. Every morning, religiously. I love cheese. It's delicious. I could fuck up some food, throw some cheese on it. Delicious. But just 30 days ago, my whole back was in pain. I've had arthritis since my accident. I've been dealing with it, but I've never felt this type of pain in my spine in all these 13 years that I have been dealing with this. It was extremely painful, and I have a very high tolerance for pain. So if something hurts me, then it really hurts. I stopped eating cheese cold turkey that day because there was nothing else that it could have been. I'm pretty good on my diet. You know what I'm saying? I get physical activity on a daily basis. I take herbs religiously. So it didn't make any sense. But my arthritis, when knowing yourself, knowing your body, caring about yourself, I understand that this arthritis comes from inflammation. What exaggerates inflammation? Mucus. Thank you, Janelle. I can't eat any more. Either causes too much mucus. That's exactly what I said. It causes way too much mucus. I haven't eaten cheese in 30 days. I feel 50% better. The other half of this is getting my posture together because my body has been compensating for me not having one arm. So my body is unaligned. For an example, just like your car, you got to get your cars realigned in some form of fashion ever so often to make sure it do what it need to do. Well, your body is the same way because my body's been doing this. So now everything else has been adjusting to make sure that I'm all right. So I got to get that back together. That's going to be able to cure me of what I got going on. But after being addicted to cheese for 30 years, kindergarten, I was 6 years old. I'll be 36 on my next birthday. So I've been addicted to cheese for 30 years. And all it took is for my back to be in excruciating pain for me to stop. That is because I care about myself. My quality of life means more to me than my comforts. Another thing, I gave up drinking alcohol, period. I don't drink a lot, but even the little wine that I was drinking became a problem. I feel completely different. Like, it's crazy. I feel a little weird, but it's like a great weird. Because I have been doing the best for myself. I have been, reprogramming my body to eat and to absorb healthy things. So every time I put something that I shouldn't in there, I feel fucked up. Who wants to walk around feeling fucked up? So I got to eliminate the things that make me feel fucked up. Real simple. This ain't rocket science. You ain't got to be no guru, no health guru, or none of that. Your body tells you what's up. That's what it's made for. When you go to them doctors, they're listening to you. You get to tell them what's wrong. You got to start caring about yourselves. Yourself, not your traditions. Your life is worth more than those traditions that you hold on to. How are those traditions helping you? Please tell me, how does Thanksgiving help you? You should be grateful every motherfucking day that you wake up. Why do you gotta wait all the way to the end of the year to be grateful? You should be getting along with your folks and be, hollering at them and having meals and doing that shit regardless. You should do that once a month. So miss me with the, I just have to and I'm doing it for the kids. Why? Why are you lying to your kids? Since when is it okay to lie to your children? Yeah, I know. Y'all been telling them that Santa Claus is. I can dig it. I can dig it. Listen. You have a right to do what you want to do in your journey. No one has a right to judge you because at the end of the day, it's your journey. But what you don't understand is that doesn't exempt you for the consequences of the choices that you make on that journey. Just because we don't say nothing or we don't, rush that on you, that don't mean that you're not going to suffer those consequences. And consequences goes both ways. Karma is double. Karma can be positive. Karma can be negative. It just depends on what you put out there. Again, anything that bothers you is a trigger inside of you. That's something that you need to change. Change it. We got to start being accountable. I said last year that 2019 was the year of accountability. Nah. That didn't even touch the surface. This 2020 is the year of accountability. You're going to have to be accountable for the shit that you do now. You can't blame Thanksgiving and the kids and all that. Y'all can't blame, honestly, coronavirus from now on. You cannot. Because there's too much information out here for you to know how to protect yourself. There's too much information out here to teach you how to keep your immune system on point. So now, especially anybody watching this right now, that is all a choice. You catch any type of virus, anything right now, it is 1,000% your choice. Period. Because you've been told. You can't unhear what you hear, and you can't unsee what you see. I come on here because I care about y'all. Like, I'm Gucci. I'm chilling. I'm not worrying about COVID, coronavirus, or none of that shit. Only time I wear a mask is when I have to, because I need to go on the bus and go somewhere, because I need to enter this store, because I need what's in there, and they won't allow me to get it unless I do. Outside of that, you see my beautiful face. I breathe oxygen. It's another thing. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? People swear y'all so smart and y'all don't even use y'all goddamn brains. You are not supposed to rebreathe carbon monoxide. You are not supposed to do that. That you know for a fact. You don't know what's going on with COVID. No one knows where it came from, why, all this other shit. You don't know how bad it's going to be. No one knows the future. But you know for a fact that you are not supposed to breathe in the same shit that you breathe out. That much you know. So why won't you question that? Don't you know that's breaking down your immune system? The toxins that you're putting out, that you're breathing out, you're breathing back in. Don't you know that affects your immune system? When your immune system is not on point, that's when viruses come in. Don't y'all remember HIV? It ain't AIDS that kills the people. It's the fact that their immune system is compromised. That is what it is. It compromises their immune system. So even the common cold will kill them. Y'all listen to doctors so much, but you don't listen to doctors at all. It's an immune deficiency syndrome. Get your immune system right. And you ain't got to worry about anything. How long has the flu been going on? The flu is just like COVID. It's airborne. It comes during during the cold seasons. I don't know the number, but millions of people died last year from the flu. And none of y'all are wilding out about the flu though. People still walk around, do what the fuck they do. You know when flu season's coming around, so you stock up on your herbs, do whatever it is that you do. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's walking around chilling. Ain't nobody wearing no fucking mask. Ain't nobody, doing mad extra shit to not catch the flu. But you're doing that with this. Why? There's so many airborne, fucking diseases out there. You breathe in bacteria every day. Don't you know that? Your skin is your biggest organ. You put toxins in it daily. Every time you use deodorant, lotion, anything that's not natural, you're putting it's absorbing that and putting it into your system. You breathe diseases daily. As part of the reason why you get immune to, you build up immunity to it. Because they get into your system and your immune system, oh, this not supposed to be here, bye. This not supposed to be here, bye. This not supposed to be here, bye. That's how that works. You can't fight the disease and bacteria. This is the world we live in. You don't get to fight that. But the universe, God, whoever you want to give credit to, created you so you can live amongst all of this shit. Start knowing who you are. And this ain't even got to do with nothing being black. Understand your body as a human fucking being. Stop leaving it to the doctors to know what's right. Find out what's right for you. Don't you know everybody's body is different? I learned that in these 8 years of me losing weight and finding my way to ultimate health. I can work out all 1,000,000 times all day. I can bust out 2 hours, do the same shit all you 2-armed people can do. All that. I'm a beast in the gym. But I don't need all that. I can do it, and it was good for one point, but that's not what I need right now. It's 80% diet, 20% exercise. So I do very minimal exercise now. I've been losing weight every day. I tried to do intermediate fasting. It really doesn't work. I can't wait just 12 hours and not completely eat nothing. And then, because when I do get to my meal, I shove it down my throat and da-da-da, and I get indigestion, all types of stuff. So I had to figure myself out. The way my schedule works. If I wake up early and I'm hungry, I have a plant-based protein shake that I drink. It pulls down my appetite. It gives me nutrients that I need, because that's when you're hungry, that's what your body is asking for. It's just like gas. Your food is the gas to your car. This is your car. And that's your E button. All that brrr you hear in your stomach, that's your E. That's your tank telling you, nigga, you on E. You need some food. I need some fuel. That's what that is. So give it nutrients. That's all you need to do. If y'all have noticed lately, I wake up between 2 and 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. I'll holler at the ancestors about it and figure it out. But I get up that early. And my last meal is normally like around 6 p.m. So if I wake up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm hungry. But I don't eat my first large meal until after 12. But I'm not going to sit there and starve myself in between that time. So like I said, I have my shake. If I don't have my shake, I'll drink some tea. I'm going to give my body something. And it's definitely going to be something of substance. So then normally I fall back to sleep. That's why this is still Rising Thoughts of PlumpQueen, because this will be my second time rising. So now what time is it? It's 12:18. After this live, I got some shit to do. So I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to eat until I get back home. I had to learn that. I had to learn myself and figure that out for me. You got to do the same thing. But you have to let go of these comforts, because that's what they are. They're nothing but comforts. And this is not the time to be comfortable. You got to get yourself right. People are dying. I'm watching people around me die. And that shit hurt. Like, people think, they think it's cool, you know what I mean? Or think it's easy being somebody like me that has solutions, you know what I'm saying? And because you can't make people do, you know what I'm saying, what you say, you just got to watch them deteriorate, or just watch them, you know what I'm saying, kill themselves slowly. And you're just supposed to sit around and say, well, that's their life. You're not supposed to judge. I'm just supposed to sit there and be cool with that. That's the problem. This shows you just how much love you actually have for your peoples. Because you guys are not willing to even check each other on that. Yo, let's change this. If you live in anywhere in Macon, Georgia to Atlanta for Sype Warner Robin situation, there's no excuse why you couldn't have ordered some Thanksgiving type food from Southern Vegan Soul Cafe. My homegirl Jessica made a whole Thanksgiving feast situation, and it was all vegan. There are options. There are options out there. But y'all are being stubborn. And you just want to do what you want to do. You just want to do what makes you comfortable. What makes you comfortable is killing you. I'm going to be the one to tell you that. Nobody wants to say that. It sounds so harsh. It's mean. How you going to say that? It's a fact. How is it wrong to say a fact? Again, think about how insane that is, that you are more upset with me from caring about your health. I'm doing this for you. I'm saying this for you because I got it. I'm chilling. If I ever get to have children, they're going to be good. They're going to know this from day one. So I don't even got to worry about the next generation as far as I'm concerned. But this is for you and your babies. Your legacy. It sounds all good and cool. But people are dying and leaving their children father and motherless. Because they want to eat ribs and macaroni and cheese and McDonald's and shit. Because y'all want to eat Popeye's chicken sandwiches. You're leaving your children parentless because you want to be comfortable. That shit is foul. And those ain't even my kids. Y'all don't see how foul that is? Y'all have no idea what's coming up next year. Have no idea. Nobody knew that so many people used to have a job in March and ain't got a job now and was not expecting that. How many of y'all? But everybody is getting ready and spent mad bread on tomorrow and for Christmas. Y'all about to go. Millions of people dying. And all you can think about is some fucking turkey and some toys that your kids gonna break as soon as you give it to them. Why aren't you not preparing for the unknown? You can't blame nobody but yourself. Because you've been told. They showed you how this is going to go down, how it could possibly go down. Why aren't you preparing yourself? I don't celebrate Christmas, no way. But I've been hearing in my area, they're going to do shutdowns again. Once we get deep into winter, they're going to try to shut shit down because, again, in the wintertime, that's when COVID, thrives. Thrives in the cold. So they're going to want us in the house again. Niggas is going to be fighting over tissue again. Are you prepared for that? Did you go buy toys and shit, or did you stock up on the essentials that you would need if you had to stay in the house for 3 months? What are you thinking about? Y'all say you love yourselves. You say you love your children and you love your family. It's what you say. But your actions are showing completely different. We got to do better. So, don't get upset because some of us are upset that y'all think it's cool to gather around and celebrate and eat fucked up food and kill yourselves on the same day that my ancestors were slaughtered. Don't get upset. Do what you do, but don't get upset. Don't get upset because we care more about you than you. Hold yourself accountable for that. Rethink that. Look in the mirror and truly ask yourself, is my life worth it? It's bugged out, man. Y'all just really don't understand. And you don't understand how much it hurts to have to watch that. Y'all don't understand. Because when you die, you leave shit in your wake. You leave loved ones. It's selfish. I'm going to say that. It's so fucking selfish. For you to just do what you want to do. This is my life, and this is what I want to do. But then you die and everybody else's life is affected by that. Unless you are by yourself in a fucking hole, no family, no nobody, what you do affects the people around you. Living and dying affects the people around you. And it's not fair. Because we don't live in a world where you can just bury your loved ones, you know what I'm saying, pay homage to them and let it be that. Nah, that shit is a financial burden. Niggas got to figure out how, you know what I'm saying, in their mind while they're mourning you, they got to make sure that they follow your wishes and make sure they do it right the way you would want to do it. Fighting each other. Because nobody knows what to do with their feelings. Leaving that chaos behind while you now become an ancestor. That shit ain't cool. And you need to think about that. Care more about yourselves. Turkey Day and Christmas, that shit comes around every year. It ain't gonna go nowhere. I promise you. As long as y'all patronizing, as long as y'all spending y'all money, that shit ain't going nowhere. Take care of yourself. Skip some holidays so you can get your immune system right. Something. But stop being upset with people because they're not okay with just watching you die. That it upsets them. That you don't care about yourself enough. Which in turns on how you feel about your kids. Yes, parents, sorry, no, it hurts. But there's no way that you know that there's a choice. You have a choice of a different lifestyle to make a better lifestyle. And you choose not to do that because you want to be comfortable in something. Because this is familiar to you. You know it's not good for you. But because it's familiar, you're going to keep on anyway. Every time you do that, you're saying fuck your kids. Every time you do that. Every time. Every time that you allow your children to do shit that you wouldn't do for yourself, you're saying fuck them every time. Every time. You eating a salad and you're buying them a $5 McDonald's meal because that's what they like. You're poisoning your children and saying that you're making them happy. You're not teaching your children the value of life and the actual value of real things. This is why your kids grow up ungrateful. Because you make it mandatory that they have to have these stupid things that mean nothing. Because that's normal to you. You want to go back to being normal. You want to go back to sleep is what you want. All of these facts were true last year, the year before that, and so on and so forth. Nothing's changed. You're just aware of it now. It's just in your face. I could say the same thing about this government and voting and all that stuff. This shit's been the same. It's just right in your face now. And for some reason, y'all can't fathom that these things go on, that this is the truth. You can't fathom that for some reason, even though historically it's been proven. You got to do better. Your babies depend on it. So again, enjoy your family, enjoy your peoples, all that good stuff. I'm all for that. I'm all for, being around your folks and loving up on each other. I'm all for that. Don't get me wrong. All for that. But you damn sure don't got to do it, on that particular day. And you damn sure don't need to be doing that while you're helping kill each other. You can't sit there and say, I am grateful. And you love each other. And you're feeding each other death. I'm sorry, that's what it is. It's what it is. So think about that. Rethink how you feel and care about your peoples. Do it collectively. It ain't got to be one person in there checking people. Why don't y'all all do that? I know this brother that live out here who ordered from Jessica's. He said, listen, I got family members, who ain't really, up on this, but we gonna make them do that today. He paid for a whole Thanksgiving meal, vegan style, and didn't tell his peoples. They're going to show up tomorrow and they're going to be eating vegan. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And he seems like your cliche country dude that, grew up in the woods and all of that jazz. So he be eating collard greens and pork chops and macaroni and cheese and dressing. He's been eating all that his whole life. But he wants better for himself and his family. He's been eating her food and see how delicious that shit is. That he can eat this. And he was willing to spend his bread. Vegan food ain't cheap. But he was willing to spend that money with folks not understanding, with folks knowing that folks may be like, what is this? But he is starting something in his family. He is changing. He is being the spark to change his family's life. That can be the difference of grandma dying or not. We don't have grandmas no more. Big mamas, we don't have them anymore. That shit is commendable. Do better for your peoples. Do better for yourself. This is for you, not me. Like I said, I'm good. I'm going to work tomorrow to help, you know what I'm saying, for folks, to help Jessica out. For those who ordered your good vegan food, I'm here to serve y'all health. I'll do that. And for the rest of the day, I'm going to pay homage to my ancestors. That'll be the only day that you see me use the word good morning. I'm going to pay homage to them. Y'all look at y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all look at people like us like, oh, you being too much and you being extra. Nah, my great grandfather was a full blood Cherokee Indian, Native American. Like, there are pictures of him. I can see his, you know what I'm saying, what he looks like. That shit ain't too far down. That's just 3 generations up. That's touchable. That's tangible. That's what I think of while y'all breaking bread. How he was murdered, how his peoples, his tribe was murdered. You're talking about my actual great grandfather. So don't you dare get upset with me because I am acknowledging him and acknowledging his life and the sacrifice that he made so I can be here. Y'all need to show some respect. That's the problem. This is why I don't do religion. Because religion, no matter which one it is, gives you this self-entitlement because my way is right. So I get to do what I want despite what you got. I don't have to respect other people. Because you don't identify with natives. Because you choose to continue to be brainwashed. You're not connected to that. So since you're not connected to that, it must not be real. Nah, it's real. As much as it's obvious that I don't do religion, I'm not about to go up in nobody's church and OD. I'm not about to go in nobody's mosque and disrespect. I don't do that. If I'm going to walk in your house, if I'm going to be around you, I'm going to respect that. I already know my stance. Y'all got a problem with that. Christians. You think your Jesus is right, so you get to judge when it says right in your Bible that only your God can judge. Why don't you follow your own laws? Follow your own rules. So, to all of those that are putting out knowledge and is sharing, you keep doing that. Don't let nobody shut you up. Don't let nobody censor you. Because this knowledge needs to be spread. People need to understand that. You need to get up out of the thought process that you have been trained to be in. You've heard your whole life that Thanksgiving is the shit. You've heard your whole life that Christmas is the shit. Well, now you need to hear the rest of your life that it's whack. Repetitiveness. That's how we work. Whether you like it or not. That's why commercials are the way they are. They run them. Monthly, you see the same commercials, day in, day out. You listen to the same songs, day in, day out, so they can program you. This is why you know the words to songs that you don't even like. This is why you buying products that you didn't even think about, and you just realize because you didn't see the commercial for months. So it's the same thing. You keep watching and you keep seeing every year how fucked up it is for you to be breaking bread for people that got slaughtered. You keep listening to that. You keep watching that. You keep seeing that. Something to change in your mind. That's why you're upset. I don't give people, you know what I'm saying, so much credit of not knowing. We know. People know. But people choose to be ignorant. I call them the ciphers of the world. You're the ones who done got up out the matrix and you don't like it. You don't like the real world. You don't like the real world because you have to do real work. You have to be accountable for not only yourself, you have to be accountable for other people too. Nobody wants that. So you prefer to deal with ignorance because you believe that it's bliss. So you want to be inserted back in. You don't want to remember the real because you're not strong enough to deal with that. And that's cool if that's for you. But don't get mad at me because I'm Neo in this bitch. Because I want the truth. Because I don't mind dealing with the truth. We got to do better. And I promise you, with all that it was said, I love y'all. I promise you I do. Every last one of y'all. Every sister is a queen. Every brother is a king to me. And I want y'all to do better. I want y'all to see that in yourselves so you can do better. I promise you. And this ain't got nothing to do. I could say you can holler at Jesus all day. You can give credit to whomever you like. Doesn't bother me. But just do the work. If you believe it's God who does everything, cool. God sent me to here to say this shit to you. It's God? All right, God is the one who made those herbs. God is the one who made the sun. That's why you need to be in that bitch. However you want to spin that. Use the gifts that God, the universe, Buddha, and all of them gave you. Understand your connection to that. And use it. And teach your babies. Reprogram. Nothing but change is constant. Do you ever ask yourself, what's going to happen to me if I don't celebrate a holiday? What's going to happen, guys? You're not going to die if you don't celebrate these holidays. But you will if you continue. You can very well kill yourself by participating in Thanksgiving. You can financially kill yourself by participating in Christmas. I done seen about 4 people done post at how much debt that they used to be in every year for Christmas. And as soon as they stopped, they've been good. Instead of buying presents, they done bought properties and lands and situations so their kids can take care of themselves. Bought them stocks and bonds, investments, so that when his children leave the home, they're financially stable. Teaching his children about finances. He didn't just say, no, I'm not going to buy you we're not celebrating. He explained to them why. And throughout the year, he gives his children's, little things of comfort. Anytime they do something good, anytime they do something right, anytime they accomplish something, he gives them a reward. So they are rewarded yearly. And for a reason, not just 'cause. So now his children have a whole different mindset about money. They don't go into debt. His children are not gimme, 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 gimme. How y'all say it to y'all kids? These kids nowadays, they think money grow on trees. You taught them that. Because you taught them that once a year, no matter what happens, they're supposed to get all these presents from Santa Claus. Because that's the way it is. And if you don't get all these presents from Santa Claus, life is terrible. That's what you taught them. This is why your kids go in the stores every day and just say, gimme, 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 gimme. Because that's what you do. That's what you taught them. You don't teach them the value of money. You just give them what they want. And then get upset with them when they behave as such. You call them ungrateful. No, they're not. They're just doing what you taught them. I want something, I ask mommy. Mommy say no, I get an attitude, I get it. What else you expect them to do? You got to do better. You have to teach them different. And I understand this is taught behavior. I get that. You were taught this, overstood. You're an adult now. Teach yourself something else. Just like from kindergarten to 12, you honestly don't get to teach. You don't get to choose the lessons that you learn from kindergarten through grammar school, I should say. But when you get to college, you get to pick your own courses. You get to choose what it is that you want to study when you get to college. We in college now. I'm going to need you to pick the right things that's going to get you through this career of life. Your health is important. You can't do nothing for your family, for your children, if you are not healthy. You working 14 hours a day, doing all that, running yourself ragged, that means nothing if you die. Your kids are not going to care nothing about that if you're not around. I promise you that. They're not going to care about them toys. They're not going to care about that bullshit. They want their mom and their daddy. That's what they want. So what are you willing to do to be around? This is your health. This is your life. Think more of it. So again, if you done went the whole 2 days cooking and all the food is there, go on and enjoy yourself. But think about that. And if you live long enough to see next year, do better. I love y'all. I promise you. I love y'all. I really, really do. Take care of yourselves. Prepare yourselves. I don't know what's coming this winter. Nobody knows what's coming this winter. So please prepare yourselves. Go out there and buy the essentials for your home. Fuck them toys. Make sure you got enough food, dry food, things that that are non-perishable. Make sure you got enough tissue. Make sure you got some herbs. You need whatever it is that you use to take care of yourself. Make sure you got that. Make sure that if you and your family got to be in the house for 3 months, that for no reason do you need to leave your house. You make sure your house is set up for that before you go and buying toys and bullshit and jewelry and whatever it is that you buy, for Christmas. Make sure you're able to protect yourself and your family. Because around Christmas time is when niggas get froggy. That's when niggas want to start robbing you because, again, y'all done told yourselves that if your kids don't get something on Christmas, that their lives are over. So this is why people go out and are willing to rob you. So they kids don't feel no type of way on Christmas. So make sure you protect yourself. And if you live in a community, like a close-knit community, make sure y'all come together. One household has this resource. That household has this resource. This household has resources. So everybody can have resources. This is how you stop theft. This is how we don't run out of shit. These are the things that you need to be thinking about. Let's do better. All right. I love y'all. I'm going to let y'all go. Got to catch this bus and run some errands so I can continue on this day. And I need to get me some rye. Down here in Georgia, we got bipolar weather. It's brick titty. early in the morning and late at night. And it's hot as hell during the afternoon. So, working that on out. But I love y'all, of course. Support the brand. Subscribe to the YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can get all of this inspiration. All right, make sure you get your QR codes, get your digital business cards. Again, like they said, we're about to shut down. Business still got to go, right? Business still has to run. People still need to, be able to get access to your products or whatever services that you need. Get you a digital business card. This is a perfect way where you can just send a link. You ain't got to touch nobody. You ain't got to breathe on nobody. You ain't got to set foot in their house. You don't have to be in the same country. But they can still have access to your business and whatever services or products that it is, that you're offering. So get you one. All that is in the captions, all the links. Get you one. I love y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Woden's Day. And I'll hit y'all back. Be inspired. Peace.